In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to build a course. One of the biggest fears and concerns I've found when speaking to members, new members that have come into the gym, and speaking to people on the phone when they're thinking about giving it a try, is they're worried not so much about coming into the gym to try it, it's more about being a burden on a training partner. So they're worried about coming into an established facility, established gym, and the person that works with them will feel held back, feel like they won't get anything out of the session. Now, for those that have trained for some time, that's not the case. We like helping people, we like having new people come into the gym. But for someone that's never been in this environment, that is one of the biggest fears that I found along the way. So a way of getting around that is to build a beginner's course. It's a great way of putting them at ease, and they'll know that everyone on that course is starting at exactly the same point, so they won't feel like they're that burden that they're having to go with someone and they'll lose their training time. And it'll build a little mini community that will make them feel at ease when you do integrate them into your regular classes in the gym. And for us, it's worked absolutely brilliantly. Now, there's a few ways or few steps that you put into place when you're doing your beginner's course. Firstly, create an amazing offer around the course. So the way we create our price for our beginner's course is we add everything up that we give our students or new members coming into the course. Now, do it honestly, add it up properly. Don't just create a number and pick it out of thin air and go, right, it's £1,000, we're going to give it to you for £200. Add up what they actually get, the real price of it, and then do a massively heavily discounted price to make it an offer that they can't refuse. Or it's just they're right on the edge of thinking about giving it a try, and this will be the final push that they need to go for it and do the course and get involved. So on our course, what we do is we include everything. So we'll include their gi, their belt, their insurance, a full month of unlimited training, plus we put on individual sessions for all the beginners every Sunday, or you can pick a day of the week, but one session a week for an hour and a half that is put on just for those beginners. I also offer a video course of the entire beginner's course. So if they do forget anything, they can then check back onto the video course. It will help refresh their memory, and they can refer back to it anytime they get stuck or they're trying something out and it's not quite working in the gym. Now, once you have your price, we then need to communicate it out to our audience. So we create an ad around the beginner's course only. We then will add it to our CRM system, so it will tag the person coming through on that Facebook lead or Instagram lead that they are inquiring about that course and that course only. So when we contact them, we're talking mainly about the course, and we're trying to sign them up to the beginner's course. We also have a landing page where after they give us their details on the Facebook lead form, they have the option to go through to the landing page where they can book themselves onto the course. I'll do a separate video on exactly the process of our beginner's course, but our landing page has more information on the course. It has a video talking about what they can experience on the course, what they can expect to learn, how the course will go, and what we'll cover on the course. We then have video testimonials of people who have done the course before, and I also have some testimonials from people that have done the course and are still training with us today. Now, once the person signs up to that course, what we do is we then contact them, get their size-ins for the gis, etc., and then we make sure everything is ordered ready for the start of the course. We then, when they come in, everything will be laid out for them and they can get their gis, and we can show them around the gym and then make them feel really comfortable, really welcomed. Plus, they've got everything they need to get started straight away. So it's not like they have to wait for gis to come or they're borrowing gis to do the course. Everything that they need is there straight away, and they can jump into their training immediately. Now, a few days before the course starts, I'll start sending them a few emails, again, just to put any fears at rest or to reassure them that the course is starting, they've got nothing to worry about, all the gis are in, they're ready to go, and if they do have any last minute questions, feel free to contact us. We also have a group WhatsApp just for the beginner's course as well. This is a great way to get them communicating with each other. Again, some people are a little bit awkward first time meeting people in person, so by putting them into a WhatsApp group, it just takes that little bit of pressure off. They can communicate via the WhatsApp group and just have a little chat. It also works really well as the course goes on because they can communicate, talk about techniques, Here's the big one. They can talk to see who's going to the classes. So when they do start to train in the regular classes, they can have a friendly face rather than walking into a gym of strangers. They'll know someone else is coming from the course, and it really does put them at ease, and they're more likely to just integrate straight into the room a lot more seamlessly than they would if they were coming on their own. Now, our course is over a 4-week base, so each week we'll teach them some new techniques and the following week we'll recap on it. So by the end of the course, it's designed to give them a really good foundational knowledge of what they'll experience in the first few months of training. Now, the course itself is designed to integrate the new students into our main classes. So at the end of the course, the goal is to then sign up as many of those people to our regular memberships as possible, which will start feeding in from probably about week 2 or 3. We'll start mentioning the memberships. Again, all the way through the course, we'll be reinforcing that obviously the training will take a lot longer than, unfortunately, a month's course, but we want them to start building those long-term goals so then they can join our gym and then train for many years to come. Now, done correctly, when you're advertising your course, not only should the course fee pay for the advertising, so you should be minimum breaking even on your advertising, but it should be profitable as well. So once we've paid for all the geese, we've paid for all our advertising, there should be a little bit left over that is a profit, just pure profit for the gym. So our course is pretty popular. We normally sign up around, we limit it to 20 spaces, so we normally get around anywhere between 15 to 17 sign-ups at the end of every course. Now, you can choose to do these courses however often you want. So you can do them once a month, you can do them quarterly. We tend to do one at the start of the year and one in September when they go back to school, but we have trialed different months in the year before, and we've done multiple courses before, and we've settled on January and September being our favorite times to do them and where we get the best outcomes as well. But like I say, there's no reason, if your area it's really popular and you've got loads of demand for it, you can run these monthly or quarterly, like I said, to increase the flow into your gym from the beginner's course. At the end of the 4 weeks, we send out welcome packs to all of our beginner course attendees, which has our full information on our full schedule and our memberships. We also get them thinking about the memberships probably a week prior so they can get an idea of what membership will work for them. We encourage them from the start of the course to come to as many classes as possible. Now, this works great for 2 reasons. One, the more they can get into a routine, the more likely they are to carry on their training at the end of the course. But 2, it really allows them to figure out their schedule before the end of the course. So if you get to the end of the course and go, great, let's sign you up. What do you want to do? 2 sessions a week, 3 sessions a week, unlimited. And they're going, oh, I'm not really sure. I haven't done any of the classes yet. They don't know what fits with their schedule because they've not been experienced the regular classes. So rather than do the course, then get them in, we integrate them straight away and encourage them to do so, because if they're finding that 3 times a week is perfect for them, at the end of the month, they'll sign up to the 3 sessions a week package because they've already been doing it all the way through the course. And likewise, if they're doing loads of the classes and all the classes, they can sign up to the unlimited. So it helps them understand which membership will work for them. And because we give them unlimited membership for that first month, they can literally come to every single class and then from there decide what's working for them. By giving them the unlimited reign on the gym, they can then do that first couple of weeks, maybe go all in and do like 4, 5, 6 sessions a week. And then the back end of the course, they might realise that it's a bit too much for their body and back it off a little bit and go to maybe 2 or 3. Again, they're trying to find that balance of getting their training in, because they're new to it as well. They won't necessarily be prepared for that much physical exercise. So they're trying to find that balance of getting their training in, working around their personal lives, their work lives, and what their body can cope with at the start. We always say that if they do go on the lower memberships, it's easily upgradable, so they can start low, and as they start to get fitter, their body gets used to the exercise, we can then upgrade them along the way. Once they do join from the beginner's course, we then have a set of automated emails that goes out to our new members that just reminds them of the rules of the gym, just hygiene, things like that, welcomes them to the family, gives them the main WhatsApp group link so they can jump into the main WhatsApp group and integrate with the rest of the students. And Just a few communications along the way that if any questions pop up, they can then contact us with and reply to those emails rather than feel like they can't approach us. It makes it easy for them to communicate with us if they've got any doubts with their training, if they've come up with any problems within that first 4 weeks, we can then put them at ease and then answer those questions. So in summary, to start your beginner's course, you need to design your beginner's course. Ideally, 4 to 6 weeks is a great time frame to do. Going over fundamentals, don't make it too complicated, nice basics. If it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like what we do, we stick to the main positions beginners tend to find themselves in at the first start of their journey. If it's a different martial art, think of the fundamentals that you learned as a white belt or you did the most when you first started your journey and have that as your fundamental session and as your beginner's course. Work out the pricing. So add up everything you're going to give that member and then do a massive discount for it to really push them over the line and get them to sign up to it. The goal here is not to make a fortune on the beginner's course. The goal is to get them to commit to training for that 4-week period, and we're looking to sign them up as a member. Yes, ideally we want to make a little bit of profit on the beginner's course, but it's there to just nudge them over the line when they've been looking at your gym for a long time and they haven't quite made contact with you to book in. This may be the case. So if you do a really great offer, they've got no reason to say no. Deliver the course to your best ability, give them a really good experience. Like I say, a great way to do that is WhatsApp groups so they can communicate with each other. Email them, automations is a great way to keep in contact with during the course. We have a video course as well, so we give them as much as we possibly can to make their life as easy as possible in that first month, so then they get a real feel for the gym, for our coaches, and for the community that we've created at the gym. Don't forget to let them know about your memberships as the course goes on rather than right at the end, and you give them a price and then all of a sudden they feel a bit overwhelmed. If you drip feed it in as the course goes on, by the end of it, hopefully they've already made a decision of which membership they want. It makes the sign up process nice and easy, and you can sign them up right on the day the course ends. Another tip as well, if the course is more expensive than your most expensive membership, it makes it easier for them to sign up. So our course is £147 and our most expensive membership is £85 a month. So when it comes up to sign up, they've already paid £147 for the course. So if our unlimited membership is £85, that's so much cheaper than the course it was in the first place. It makes it a lot easier decision to say yes. Whereas if you're charging £50 for your course and your membership is £100, they've now got to make a jump to join your gym. So I'd always price the course higher than your gym memberships. Then lastly, have a sign up process at the end. If they're ready to go, make sure you're ready to take their details and to get them signed up, whether it's to your CRM system or however you sign them up to your gym. We have a CRM system, so everyone has a student form that's already filled out by the end of the course. We normally get them to fill them out at the beginning of the course. So if they want to join on that last day, or as the course goes on, if they want to sign up straight away, we can just assign a plan to their student profile that we've already created. It makes the process as seamless as possible, and there's no sticking points anywhere for the student coming on board. I will do another video and show you exactly how we run our beginner's course, the landing page, the video course, everything I've built for it. But for now, that's just an overview of how to make a beginner's course and a beginner's program that can be not only profitable for your gym, but a good injection of students every time you do your beginner's course will keep your numbers up or grow your gym. Like always, if you do have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below, and I shall see you on the next one.